2, 3, 4.
I like the way your planet feels. I like to smell the daffodils and taste the tasty earth meals, then swim with timid harbor seals. Your planet's stocked with lots of beer. Plus I like actor Greg Kinnear, but there's one problem still here. I can't breathe in your atmosphere. I cannot breathe in your atmosphere. I cannot breathe in your atmosphere. My lungs are starting to sear. I cannot breathe in your atmosphere.
Guys, okay, look, I'm so sorry the video didn't come out, but okay, I think we're good. Look, I'm so sorry the video hasn't come out yet. But I kind of had a breakthrough here. Alright? I watched the movie. It was fucking amazing. But then I found out the Hondonian army is real. Like Hondo, all of it, it's a real place. And they didn't like me finding out. So I'm kind of fucking stuck here. And look, I know you guys have a lot of questions. Like why am I tied up? And Maddie's recording this and she's not tied up. You know, how does this fake movie planet actually be real? You know, all these questions are really valid, but you can't really ask them because they ruined the whole plot of this video. But that's okay, all right? When I hear it, fucking get off my fucking lap. It was the gag. Okay, look, I recently watched the movie The History of Future Folk. It's this indie film from 2012, and it's one of the funniest fucking things I've ever seen. Like, this movie just, it oozes character. Everything. It's got this cheap budget. I was too lazy to look up what the budget is, but it had a cheap one, and it ran with it. Like, it does not care that it has a cheap budget. The costumes are incredible. This weird Power Rangers level fight scene, amazing. And it was just fantastic. I easily think it's one of my favorite indie films of all time. I think it's gonna go... Okay, no, it's there, but I think it's gonna go What We Do in the Shadows, Swiss Army Man, The History of Future Folk. I think it literally crawled its way to my top 3 favorite indie films of all time. It is that fucking amazing. And the script is amazing. The music is amazing. Well, it's just so good. Okay, so let me just give you a quick rundown of the plot. There's this man, his name is General Trius. He came from the planet Hondo, which is this planet far away. He came to Earth because there's a meteorite crashing into Hondo, and they need a new planet. He comes to Earth, he can't get off of Earth because the atmosphere destroyed his ship. He stays on Earth because of music, and he found this beautiful lady. Then, this other Hondonian, this person, the mighty Kevin, they came from Hondo to kill General Trius, and he's absolutely incompetent in everything he does. And General Trius shows him music, which leads to one of the funniest scenes I think I've ever seen before, because I did not know that it was possible to play the banjo sadly. Like, real fucking depressed, and be playing the banjo. Like, I shit you not, look at this. Anyway, the mighty Kevin stands up, harmonizes with the fucking banjo, karate chops General Trius, and gets the fuck out of there. Cut to, like, a day later, General Trius is playing music, the mighty Kevin shows up, plays the guitar beautifully, even though it's been like 72 hours. They discovered that the mighty Kevin was actually a decoy, and that a real bounty hunter is going to come take care of Trius later on because the Hondonian army thinks that Trius turned his back on Hondo even though he just got stuck on Earth, and then they saved the world, both worlds, using music. When I say that out loud, it's really fucking weird. Look, when I say this movie oozes character, it oozes character. It's amazing. It uses its low budget to its advantage because they know it's low budget and they don't care. They even make fun of it at this scene right here.
I hate to disappoint you, but actually we don't have buckets on Hondo. So I didn't know until I got to Earth that my helmet looked like a bucket, but thank you for pointing that out. I appreciate that.
When I first heard that joke, I fucking died. It was so good. They cared about what they made. You know, it was two guys that had a band and they wanted to tell the story of their band with a movie, and they did it. And it was amazing. All of the performances were fucking hilarious. Like, they were all really funny, especially the Mighty Kevin and the General Trias. These guys, I'm not even going to try to pronounce their names, but they were so funny. And they had such good chemistry, obviously, because the band had been around for almost 10 years before the movie came out. They're just so good. And it created this cute little pop culture area, you know, this little fucking, what's it called? Give me a second. Group. Group. A little pop culture group of people who just love this film. And it's super tiny and the community is super short, but it's amazing. Like, the costumes that people make, like, they even on their website, they tell you how to make a Hondonian helmet. Like, it's just great. And not only that, but the movie looks really good. Like, there's this shot here, and this shot here. But for every shot that looks like this, you have a shot that looks like this. Yeah. That was gross looking. They shot at night. But I didn't care, because I was so wrapped up in the story that I just loved it too much to care that it looked super ugly. I noticed it, but it didn't affect my love for the story. Because they kept the pacing and the enjoyment value up to a T, doing this really creative thing. They would have two scenes going on simultaneously, and then they would cut between the two. Like, there's one scene where General Trias is trying to talk to his wife, tell her that he's from the planet Hondo, and he's trying to convince her to, like, not divorce him while he's trying to, you know, not die. And then there's the Mighty Kevin, who stunned a girl so she couldn't move, and serenaded her with a song written in Spanish. Mind you, he's lived on this planet for like a day. It's real impressive.
Nudos, mi luna extranjera.
Holly, wait. Okay, I'll tell you.
But the way these two shots are cut back and forth just made the pacing so much more enjoyable. Like, there's a lot of small things that happen, but the way it's edited just keeps the pace going, which I really appreciated in a story that's so simplistic. But also on top of that, there's another fight scene between General Trias and this new weird alien creature. Meanwhile, the Mighty Kevin is tangoing with the same lady that he stunned earlier in the film, and it's a dance sequence and a fight scene cut back and forth to the same tango music. And it was really, really cool. Mind you, the fight scene was like Power Rangers level fighting, like kind of fighting, but it was still. Again, when I'm wrapped up in your characters and your music, I don't care. Speaking of music, I heard something. No, they're not coming for us. We're good. But speaking of the music was also incredible. The Future Folk are an actual band. They're like a folky pop, not pop, like a folky science fiction band. And they're just fucking amazing. Like, they're so good. I love them. And this movie is just riddled with their music. I've linked down below to a Spotify playlist I've made of my favorite songs of theirs. It's I Cannot Breathe in Your Atmosphere, The Universe Within, and then I don't know. It'll be a Spotify playlist fucking down below. Go check it out. But I'm seriously telling you guys, this movie might not be for everybody because it's super cheap. It's very cheesy and over the top, but it was fucking great. Like, I loved this film so much. And if you haven't seen it, I would recommend picking it up and watching it because it's only 99 cents on Amazon. And if you can't drop 99 cents on some indie filmmakers that deserve your cash, then that makes sense. I loved this film, but shit, I actually think they're coming for us. Fuck. Okay, alright guys, I'm out. I'm out of the chair, but for whatever reason, this Hondonian ship looks a lot like a white girl's house, so we have to be really careful. Alright, come on. I mean, fucking look, we have a weird antler thing. I mean, Hondonians clearly aren't Earthlings, but it's bad. Okay. Oh, shit. Hi-ya! You know what? Okay, fuck it. Okay, alright, that should be disguised enough. Look, I took her helmet so I can blend in with the Hondonians. Let's get the fuck off this fucking ship. Oh, gross. Gross. Oh, passed out body. Oh, that's so gross. Passed out body. Okay, I don't know if you guys can actually hear them, but I hear more Hondonians downstairs. Don't question where I got the gun from. Okay. Alright. Let's get out of here.
No, I think you should text it in here. Like, make sure you have like obnoxious toxic created.
Shit, they saw me! Go! Go! Get the fuck! It's so pretty. We did it! We got out of the Hondonian ship, which I actually found out the 3 Hondonians in there, they were just white chicks, so it makes sense why the house was so white chicky. But we're out. We did it. The History of Future Folk. I would recommend that movie. Don't get kidnapped by Hondonians. I mean, anybody who watches this video is gonna know Hondo is a real place, so they're all gonna probably be kidnapped, but that's okay. I don't need this anymore. I mean, I didn't really need it to begin with. They kind of already knew I was a prisoner. But I'll keep it as a souvenir. I don't really know how to end these. I mean, this was a crazy adventure. I was kidnapped. Spent some time in a white person's house. That was pretty crazy. Yeah, oh. Shit. Lights went out. It's probably my cue to go home. Hondo.
That I'll be with you soon. I see stars. I see stars. I'm over the moon. The Earthling said I might be wrong. The future folk needs a theme song to let all of the people know you're from a planet called Hondo. We said fine and grabbed a pen, and soon ran into a problem. We gave it all we had to give. This is all we came up with.
Hondo.